Heading back to Sarasota. Stand over here, right in the middle.
Okay.
There you go.
Morning, Dr. Byrne.
How are you, sir?
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for letting me come.
Yes, sir. Hey, guys, keep it down, will you, please? Sir, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Excuse me, Your Honor. Hold all conversations or take them to one of the witness rooms, please.
Officers were dispatched to a crash in Harris County, Texas. The wheel witness stated that he was towing a car when the defendant crossed into his lane and hit the car that was being towed. The defendant told officers that he drank 6 Bombay Sapphires and did not know he struck another vehicle. SFSTs were conducted, 6 out of 6 HGN, 8 out of 8 walk and turn. The officer did not ask the defendant to do the one-leg stand due to balance problems and age. DIC was read and breath consented, 0.139, 0.135.
Prior to DWIs?
No, sir.
Okay. Mr. Byrne, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. The only thing I'm ordering you to do is not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're consuming any kind of alcohol or illegal drugs, I'll put you in jail. You will not get any more PR bonds. You've got a great lawyer helping you out. I will waive your appearance so you don't have to waste your time coming to court here, but you must stay in touch with Mr. Alford and he'll tell you when you have to come back to court. So you're welcome to go back to Florida if that's where you're going to go. But understand, if they call you for a drug test, you'll have to test at Quest Diagnostics, get the test to Mr. Alford, and that'll satisfy us, okay? So just be careful. Don't pick up any new DWIs. Just,
Probably not.
well,
You have any questions for the judge or anything I need to ask?
I don't know what to ask.
Good,
Thank
good. It's a
you.
good answer.
the only other thing I'm going to suggest to you is that it's very possible because this DWI, you might lose your license because of the administrative license case that you have versus DPS. So just stay in contact with Mr. Alford. If it does become suspended, you can't drive. In the event you do, you can always get an occupational, but just be wary of that. Okay,
Thank you, Judge. I've already requested a hearing.
great. We'll just have you sign a reset. We'll have you meet with pretrial and then you guys are good to go. Okay,
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, sir.
happy travels. Good morning, ma'am.
Sir.
Ma'am, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. First offense, it's elevated to a Class A misdemeanor because of the high blow. So you're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you.
On October 15th, 2024, officers conducted a traffic stop on the.
We've already given.
Okay, everyone, all
I
right?
gave her one, and Victoria just gave her another one.
Does it not work? Well, if it's not
Oh,
working, it's
I'm
not
not,
working.
I'm not asking you to step on the
Okay, all right, sorry, Morgan.
Oh, okay. On October 15th, 2024, officers conducted a traffic stop on the defendant's motor vehicle after observing it failed to signal a lane change and swerve left and right within its lane before striking the curb. Officers observed the defendant to be the sole occupant of the motor vehicle and detected an odor of alcohol and bloodshot watery eyes on the person. Defendant admitted to drinking. SFSTs were conducted, 6 out of 6 HGN, 5 out of 8 walk and turn, 3 out of 4 one-leg stand. DICs were read and defendant consented to breath test, 0.163, 0.161.
Where was this?
It was east on Clear Lake City Boulevard.
Okay, all right. Because I'll explain to you later. All right, ma'am, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're consuming alcohol and kind of illegal drugs, I will put you in jail. You will not get any more PR bonds. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Do you have a Texas driver license?
Yes, sir.
Do you have valid liability insurance in your name?
I have regular insurance.
You have car insurance in
Yes,
your name?
sir.
Okay. We're going to reset your case to give you time to hire a lawyer. Don't sit and wait because you're only hurting yourself. You need to talk to a lawyer immediately because there's a lot of timing requirements. I'll have you sign a reset with Victoria. We'll have you meet with pretrial for your bond conditions, and after that, you're free to go.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Thank you.
please.
He tested yesterday, came back for marijuana.
Yep. Come up, Mr. Osborne. Guys, what is all the times that we've had Mr. Osborne tested, times that he's been positive, times that he's been negative? How many times have we tested Mr. Osborne, please? It's nearly 400 days old and he's continuing to smoke weed. I mean,
This is the first time he's actually been tested, to my knowledge.
I don't think that's right. I think that we've tested him twice.
I understand he tested positive, Judge. My only concern is he is trying to get his degree and I mean, obviously through his own doing, he's missed a lot of days of school, but I'm concerned that he's not.
Since December 21st of 23, he has had a dismissal offer where he's had to do 12 hours of community service, one class, and he gets his case dismissed. Now, a year later, we are still here and he's testing positive for marijuana.
Only number I had for him was his mother's number, which is why he initially, and it got disconnected. I could not figure out how to contact him, which is why I had the PTI offer, but I couldn't reach him to give him the
It's
PTI.
not your fault, Mr. Schofield, and I'm not going to let you fall on the sword for him. But you're still smoking.
Only one judge.
Just the one today?
Yes.
We've never tested him before?
And we have a record now.
Where are we going?
He signed the PTI yesterday, so he's just got to get his community service and his anger management done.
What kind of anger management class are we talking?
Our anger management class, and he has 12 hours of community service.
You have 3 weeks to get everything done. If you don't have everything done in 3 weeks, you will get an immediate trial setting and this offer goes away. Do you understand, Mr. Osborne?
Yes, sir.
And the next time you test positive, I'm going to light you up. No more weed. How old are you?
18.
No more weed. Do you understand?
Sir.
You will get tested again. And if I find that you're continuing to smoke weed, into jail you will go. You have 3 weeks to get this thing done. That's it.
Thank you, Your Honor.
What's the last name?
Tomas Gonzalez.
What page is it on? Did on talk it today?
Page 14.
Yes.
Marcelino, okay. Mr. Marcelino Gonzalez, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. It's elevated to a Class A misdemeanor. You are facing a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement. They're offering you 3 days in jail, credit for the 1 day that you've done. You need to understand that by pleading guilty to this offense, it will go on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your natural born life. If you ever get pulled over in a car and you have an alcohol on your breath and the officer sees that you have a prior DWI, what do you think they're going to do to you? Right.
Yes.
What we're doing today, you will now be facing a minimum of 90 days in jail for any new cases that you pick up. Do you understand? And if you are not in this country with permission, you go to jail for that time. I can all but guarantee that you will get an immigration detainer. So if you have people that depend on you for whatever purpose, you going to jail for that kind of time completely wastes them. You give up a lot of rights by entering this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you are not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization, you give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, you cannot change this. It will go on your record. It will be there until the day you die. Do you understand?
Yes.
Do you still want to do this?
Yes.
How do you plead to the offense of driving while intoxicated? I will find you guilty, sentence you to the 3 days in jail, give you credit for the one. I'm going to suspend your license for 90 days. Do not drive until you get a license. Otherwise, you will be right back over here. Are you appointed on the case?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You let me see some. Good luck to you, Mr. Marcelino.